everyone, welcome back to UNC YouTube channel. This is a channel where I share everything about our local Malaysia property knowledge as well as new property launches, especially in Penang Island and mainland. So today the topic that I'm going to share, I'm sure in the recent decade, more and more Malaysians starts to buy and also live in high-rise like condominium or even landed, gated and guarded stratified property. So there will be questions where when should the developer call for the first AGM? Should developers be forming JMB or MC? What's the difference between JMB and MC? And when should JMB be established or should it be MC? So all this could be pretty confusing because of the jargon. What is JMB? What is MC? So it was daunting to me as well in the past until I resolved to find out what is JMB and what is MC, or where should a high-rise be forming a JMB or MC. So today on this video, I will try to simplify all this daunting technical stuff into a layman term where everyone could also understand. I will do my best, okay? So let me first start with what is JMB and what is MC. JMB actually stands for Joint Management Body and MC actually stands for Management Corporation. So JMB comprises of parcel owners and also developers. And JMB is only the temporarily caretaker to take care of the common property of a high-rise like a condominium. Okay, whereas MC will be the ultimate caretaker of the high-rise, and MC comprises only of parcel proprietors. If you can see the difference, one is parcel owners and one is proprietor. What are the difference? Parcel owners, that means you are the buyer of the condo but you have yet to own a title to the condo yet. Whereas if once you have transferred the title, perfected the title to your name and you own a strata title of the unit which you purchase, then you become proprietor. That's what they call it, parcel proprietor. That's the difference between JMB and MC. Previously, under the old STA 1985, application to subdivide a building can only be made after the building is being completed, that is within 6 months from the date of CCC or within 6 months from the date of the sale. This is applicable to the sale of building or land parcel which is made after the issuance of CCC only. So for such project which will be approved before the implementation of the STA 2013 and SMA 2013, there will be a need for the developers to establish the joint management body within 12 months from the VP date. So from VP date, within the next 12 months, should the developers call for the first AGM of JMB or MC? It all depends on when this building is being approved and built. The developers is supposed to call for the first AGM of JMB, and once the JMB is being established within 1 month, the developers is supposed to hand over all the accounts and also the sinking funds and money to this newly formed JMB. Then this JMB will be the temporary caretaker to take care of the common property of this building until the opening of strata register and establishment of MC. Once a strata register is being opened and once the proprietor reach with a minimum 25% aggregate share unit, that's when the JMB would have to call for the first AGM of MC 1 month from then. Okay, after that, once the MC is being formed, the MC would elect its own committee member to help them to manage this strata scheme, and within 1 month, the JMB is expected to hand over everything to the MC. Then that's when the MC will take over and the JMB is expected to be dissolved within 2 months from the day of the handover to the MC. So this is a timeline from VP until JMB and all the way to MC, which is the ultimate caretaker of the strata development. Okay, so when should the developers be calling for the first AGM of MC? Under the newly STA amended 2013 and SMA 2013, which was being enforced throughout the whole Malaysia with effect from June 2015. Under this new act, it generally requires landowner or developer to apply for the building subdivision as early as within 3 months upon completion of the superstructure, and it expects the registration of strata title before VP. So for new projects which are being approved after the implementation of the STA 2013 and SMA 2013, the strata titles to the parcel is expected to be issued upon purchaser taking VP of the parcel, where there will be no more need to establish the JMB. Of course, there will be exception cases where you do see building which is being built after June 2015, but upon VP there is still no strata registered being open. That would be cases where there is a delay and the developers apply for exception. So these are considered as those exceptional cases which require approval from the relevant body and is subject to case-by-case basis approval. But generally, all strata property or all strata building which is being built after June 2015, upon VP, it is expected that the strata register would already be open and the MC would automatically be established. In such cases, upon VP, the developers is not required to call for any first AGM meeting. Instead, the developers would have to continue to manage the strata development until the proprietors reach or achieve a minimum 25% of aggregate share unit. Then only within a month from there, the developers is required to call for the first AGM of MC, Management Corporation. Upon the establishment of an empowered MC, the developers is then required to pass over all the duties, all the accounts to the MC within a month from the first AGM of MC. Under the new SMA 2013 and STA 2013 Act, when the individual strata titles are being issued by the Land Office, the Land Office will then open a book of the strata register on the same date. Upon the opening of this strata register, the MC shall automatically come into existence on the very same date as well. This will be known as the initial period. This initial period is normally when developers carries out the perfection of transfer of strata titles with each parcel purchaser. The initial period ends when the developers has transferred enough strata titles to parcel purchasers, making up at least 25% of the total share units in the strata scheme development. Within 1 month after the expiration of the initial period, the developer has the duty to convene the MC's first AGM. During this initial period, the JMB, if there is, will continue to manage, or the developers would continue to manage and maintain the strata scheme. So that's it. This is my sharing. I hope by end of this video, you will be way more clear as to what is JMB, what is MC, and you'll be clear as to when the developers should be calling for the first AGM of JMB, or should it be MC. Okay? So if you like my content thus far, I'll appreciate for a thumbs up, and do remember to subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on any of my new uploads of my video in the near future. Okay, that's it. Bye. Thanks for watching.